I went urban exploring. It's a real thing. I went out with a young photographer from Lockport, and he's got this really interesting hobby that actually a lot of really talented photographers in Western New York enjoy. And because they do the exploring, we get to see the amazing pictures that they come up with. But take a look at this.
The history, I love the history behind it all. It's all just how everything was left. Some of the places is just people up and left one day from work or school, or just everything had a last day, and it's really cool to see how it was all just left there. So I really do enjoy the history out of it all.
Curiosity led to creativity for Lockport local Will, who shares photos of abandoned places on Instagram at Broken Down Buffalo.
It's really just a page that my friends and I started, just going around exploring all the abandoned places around town, and it kind of just branched off from there.
Run it, gun it, taking the win. All our lives come down to this.
Silo City, the old grain elevators in Buffalo, are one of Will's favourite places to photograph. What Will does is called urban exploring, or urbex, and it's huge on Instagram, and quite a few popular accounts are from Western New York locals.
There's a whole community full of people, even worldwide, but Buffalo does have like a really, really big community as far as exploring, and I've met a lot of cool people through it.
Preserving the places they find is important to most urbex photographers.
So yeah, there's not really like any specific rules, but there's definitely a mindset when it comes to these kind of things. Specifically, a saying that kind of sticks out to me that I heard kind of getting into the whole scene is take nothing but pictures, leave nothing but footprints. But it's really just about not destroying anything, not breaking anything, really making it your presence unknown.
But before you think urbex might be a fun new hobby,
as far as getting into urbex, I wouldn't recommend.
Things to consider. You'll need to get permission before entering private property, otherwise you're trespassing, and that is illegal. Plus, you need to check whether any of the buildings you'd like to explore are safe. Most are not, which is why we're sticking to kayaks today.
It's definitely a very different take on photography and what other people might see, these broken down and decaying buildings, versus how I see them, you know? Some people see them as real estate or piles of junk, and I'd like to go in them and take pictures.
It just goes to show you might be broken down, but you can still be beautiful.
You can follow local photographers who see the beauty in the broken down on Instagram.
Taking pictures, it's a blast. I love it. I wouldn't trade my camera for anything.
That is such an awesome thing to do. It really, you're really capturing history, you know, one frame at a time. I think that is great. And everyone, if you'd like to know more, you can follow Will on Instagram at Broken Down Buffalo.